I'm gonna take this out now.
What's it called?
To reading klance fanfic. Let's get down to business. I'll make a man out of you. What is wrong with us?
Everything.
True. There's a lot wrong with us. Do you have medicine? What's it called? Aspirin?
Here we go. I found it. Sorry, I'm sharing things. Oh god. Here we go. Sorry, I'm sharing things. Oh god.
To defeat.
That looks weird. Oh, that tongue do.
It's very loud.
But that tongue do though.
Whoa.
That's slobber. Oh, my face.
Yeah, so we can start.
I got slobber all over my thing. I ripped my shirt open and screamed agony.
Agony! Oh yeah, that's really good.
It looks better than before. It's not fluffy like
Hey Sam, do this. Here's that size. Let's begin. I want to narrate this one. You can narrate the next one.
Sick, bro.
Oh my god, actually for once I'm getting a hat.
Frick like my thing. By the way, we have the log playing in the background. We should probably turn that down.
Disney.
I don't have it.
Yeah, she threw them somewhere. I'm narrating this one. Day 0, day 1, and day 2. Oh, by the way, we're reading Dirty Laundry, because why not?
Yeah.
No! You another one? I won't be a gangster.
Oh, somewhere, but still reading it.
Group chat. Lance is kinkier than Shiro. Members. Firelord. Choke Me Daddy. President Taquito. Pigeon. Hunky Monkey. And Princess Fuckboy Killer. 2:14 p.m. President Taquito. Lance Sanchez says,
Guys, I need your help.
2:19 p.m. Pigeon. Pidge Holt says,
What?
2:19 p.m. President Taquito. Lance Sanchez said,
I need major help. I don't know what to do. Shoot, my phone is about to die. Quick, where are you? I'll come find you.
2:22 p.m. Firelord said, library, 6th floor. Shiro looked up from his laptop, fingers halting from their place at the keyboard. To study, or is he coming over to watch Naruto like last time? Keith cringed at the thought. He despised Naruto more than any ridiculous anime Lance wasted his time on. Keith couldn't even remember the amount of times Lance had ushered him into watching its cartoons, usually with Japanese subtitles and excessive amounts of screaming. He needs help or something. Keith gave all the information he knew and shrugged. Paige audibly groaned, visibly sulking their entire body away from their laptop screen.
I bet he forgot his school ID again. He keeps making me search it up on the school mainframe.
Isn't that, I don't know, illegal? The smirk on Pidge's face was devilish.
Only if you get caught.
Anyway, Keith changed subject. He's being annoyingly vague on the issue. It wasn't until a few minutes later that the sound of Lance's cries echoed from the other side of the library. Keith watched as a hysteric Lance came sprinting from behind the corner of a bookshelf, nearly pinning a girl and a librarian in the process. Keith chuckled when the librarian almost killed Lance. the older woman scolding him with a pointed finger. The moment the librarian was out of sight, Lance made a quick escape to their side, announcing, at a volume much louder than library appropriate. Lance slammed his palms on the table and cried,
I have a predicament.
"What's up?" Cheryl asked, unfazed by the papers and books that had fallen from the table's sudden movement.
What's up? I'll tell you what's effing up.
No. Wait, Keith groaned outwardly, slamming his own laptop shut. If you say the sky, I swear to freaking God.
No.
Lance flung himself into the fourth chair.
Well, actually, yes. But that's not what's up. What's up is my
Abuela?
abuela. She's coming to my parents' house for Christmas.
Keith gave the boy a deadpan stare. So, it's just your grandma. You love her and stuff, right?
Of course I do.
Lance flung his hands in the air.
That's what makes the problem even worse.
I'm confused. Lance leaned forward into the table, pressing his wood into the wood with his palms.
Here's the dealio. So, I'm bisexual.
We know, you won't shut up about it.
And you know how I came out myself for a year of high school? Well, my family was super ew at first, but now they don't give a crap.
How does this have anything to do with your grandma? Lance pushed a finger against Keith's lips to shush him.
I'm not done yet. See, after a while, my family and extended family was like, it's okay if you like dick, Lance. Date whoever you want. But my abuela, she's super against it, like extremely so.
That you like dick?
Yes.
Lance yelped as his head flung backwards in a distraught frenzy. Don't do that. But it's more... Read!
But it's more complex than that. She's mad that I've never introduced a girlfriend to her. She's like...
Lance immediately switched into a different accent, one used to mimic his grandmother. Chiquito? Chiquito? I don't know.
Chiquita, you're probably a beautiful woman. You're such a handsome boy. You must have attractive women kissing the ground at your feet.
He snorted. Yeah, your grandma has no idea. A growl escaped Lance. When he whacked Keith's arm with one of the textbooks. Have a textbook.
This is important. Sorry.
Fine.
So stop being an asshole for 5 minutes and listen.
Keith raised his hands in defense. All right. all right.
Anyway.
Lance shot another glare in Keith's direction.
I was saying that, well, she was expecting me to become a girl. I need to find someone to be my girlfriend for Christmas. Christmas.
When did this happen?
I don't know. Ow.
Continue.
Why is this an issue?
Pitch slipped the glasses up against her nose.
I'm not reading the nose. Hold on. Oh, that was cool. I mean, you've gone home without a girlfriend before. Was Christmas any different?
Ashiba's gaze crept on Lance's face.
Well,
He swallowed, suddenly sitting up straight.
I know.
Spit it out! He yelled, earning a few angry kisses from the librarians. He was getting tired of Lance's vague storytelling. Lance gulped down a breath of air and waited until the librarians had dispersed. Then he finally spoke, his voice low and just above a whisper.
I told my mom that I'd be bringing my boyfriend home instead.
Keith couldn't help it, he was laughing. Lance slouched his body into the chair and rolled his neck backwards, nose pointed toward the ceiling. He rubbed his temples, Keith still laughing into his sleeve at the left. Rub your temples.
What are temples?
Right there. You only have one hand.
That's it. I'm gonna die alone.
You're not gonna die alone. Cheryl's friendly voice. You're not gonna die alone. There we go. Cheryl's friendly voice, comforting Lance with the hand on the shoulder. I'm sure there are lots of people who would love to date you. Hold on, I think this. Another loud, cheerful snort escaped Keith. Sure. Lance stopped phased by Keith's comment, too engulfed in his panic to care.
I mean, how the heck am I gonna find a boyfriend in 2 effing days? And like, originally, I thought of saying boyfriend instead of girlfriend would be a good idea. A boyfriend would be easier to find, right? I could just ask one of you guys. They're about my abuela, and she's homophobic, and she tugs at my ears, and she's intimidating, and she's passive aggressive, and
He's pulling out his hair now, body back upright, intense in the stretch.
geez, just make a boyfriend advertisement on Craigslist.
His fingers flew with the keyboard, now completely engulfed in their essay. They were no longer interested in the conversation. Keith wasn't either. He's now pulled his phone out and Twitter on the screen.
Heck no. That'll bring weirdos.
Lance puts his head right, giving Shiro puppy dog eyes. Shiro, wait, okay, wait, that is.
I want to hear it from yours. Shiro, will you come to my house for Christmas and pretend to be my boyfriend?
Lance whispered instantly, puckering his lip out and clasped his hands together.
Please.
I'm sorry, Shiro began, looking sympathetic, yet relieved. I'm already going to Laura's house for Christmas. I need this hand. Lance cursed something under his breath, but before it turned to Pidge.
What about you? Come on, Pidge. We could. Not a chance.
Pidge's tone was sincere and final. They stood up with their laptop and books, stuffing the items into a large green backpack. It appeared Pidge had enough of the library for one day.
What about Hank?
Lance continued, now grasping at straws.
He'd be totally willing to help me out.
Pidge pushed their chair and swung the backpack over their shoulder.
That is negative. Actually, Hank's sister's getting married back in Hawaii. There's no way he can drive that. Fuck.
Lance stammered, slamming his palm to the table again.
Guys, what am I gonna do?
Ask Keith to go. He's not even leaving campus for Christmas. At the sound of his name, Keith looked at his phone. You need something? He hadn't been paying attention, which only made him more vulnerable to Pidge's dastardly plot.
So,
Pidge muttered, the gears in their head practically screaming.
you're not going anywhere for Christmas, right?
Yeah, he slowly answered, sensing ideas forming. So, Pidge wore a demonic smile.
Then there's nothing holding you back from pretending to be Lance's Christmas boy.
Wait, what? Keith cried, giving Lance a disgusted look. Hell no. No way. No way. Everyone but Keith was honestly super oblivious. Noticed large patch of red that was growing on Lance's cheeks. It was vibrant against his dark skin, and anyone could tell. Again, except Keith. And Lance was embarrassed and actually debating the idea in his head. You can't actually think this is a good idea. Keith protested to Lance. I mean, we'll kill each other. Lance stared.
Of course. I don't like the idea.
He was grasping at straws, trying to find the right words to say without making a fool of himself.
It's the worst fucking idea Pidge has ever had, which is saying something. Better than your stupid plan, Lance. And believe me, I do not want to do it, but, well...
Lance swallowed and turned even redder, if possible.
You're my only option.
Keith could live this. No.
Please?
No. Lance suddenly scrambled out of his seat, only to crawl to the table and kneel at the base of Keith's chair. We can't do that. We're on a bed. Sure, that's not. You're facing the wrong direction.
I know.
No, I can't read. You're in the way. I can't read. Kira was laughing behind a covered hand now, and the red had disappeared from Lance's face.
Please.
Then you gotta turn around. Kneel on your bed.
Please.
Kneel on the bed.
No.
Fine. He swore viciously and turned his head away, leaving to look at Lance's pathetic state. No way, Sanchez. I'd rather die.
Please.
Lance whined, drawing out the vocals so long and profusely.
I'll do anything.
This sparked Keith and just erased an eyebrow. Having Lance Sanchez dipped into him didn't sound half bad. Keith spoke slowly, sounding out the syllables. Anything? At all?
And that, my friends, is kinky.
Pidge swung around on their heels harshly, walking as far away from the table as they possibly could.
I'm out of here before Lance insulted into sucking Keith's dick.
Pidge waved a hand behind them while racing towards the library stairs. They turned at the banister and suddenly were out of sight, probably on their way to find Hunk.
That is not what I'm suggesting.
Lance insisted, then focused back on Keith. He stood up from his place on the floor and backed away a little. Both boys were blushing now.
I was just gonna offer a week of laundry or something.
Keith shook his head immediately. That's an awful trade. I say it's more like a whole month of laundry. Maybe 2, 3 even. Lance howled.
What? That's way too much. I am not cleaning your nasty underwear for 2 whole.
Lance! This time it was Shiro who spoke. His laptop now put away and his bag on the table. This is a great deal. I'd take it. He gave Lance a pointed look, one that Keith didn't really understand. From when the two boys seemed to have silent conversation. Ushionos! Finally, Lance turned his head to Keith, his mouth tilted in a small frown. It was obvious that he was regretting everything about this.
Fine. 2 whole months of free laundry in exchange for 2 weeks of you being my fake boyfriend.
He stuck out his hand, holding it in front of Keith's face to shake.
Deal?
Keith hesitated for a moment. Was it really worth it? Hardly. Lance was an asshole, and he wasn't sure what fake dating would entail. But free laundry was free laundry, right? In a quick exchange, the two of them shook each other's hands. Keith gave Lance a curt nod, looking at his dark blue eyes for only a second. All right, it's a deal. God, Keith was going to regret this.
Day 0, Thursday, December 15th, 2:54 p.m.
Jesus, how much shit are you even bringing?
Lance poked his head out from behind the car's trunk, now filling to the brim with both of their luggage. It's 2 weeks, Keith. I'm being smart about this. Keith scowled.
He's never smart about anything.
Lance's head disappeared back behind the trunk and continued his ridiculous luggage organization, but not before he flipped Keith the bird.
Wait.
The car was small and old as heck. A Master Corolla from 1987. Lance had defended her proudly, calling the car his little lady. Obviously, Lance knew nothing about cars. The thing was an ugly sight. 3 dents, several scratches, and an ugly shade of beige.
Beige?
Yeah.
You said beige.
Keith couldn't believe they'd be driving the thing all the way to Arizona. 19 hours with Lance. 19 terrible, long, ridiculous hours. That was 1,140 minutes of dealing with Lance's obnoxious music taste that would also include off-key singing, bathroom pit stops every other hour, and the decision to eat at McDonald's for every single meal. Keith was close to death. He could feel it.
I thought the driver was supposed to pick the music.
Keith mentioned when they switched positions at a pit stop near the edge of Oregon border. They'd been driving since 3, and Keith was ready to listen to anything other than Beyonce, Keisha, or Nicki Minaj.
Keisha?
I mean,
Kesha?
Kesha! Why hadn't he brought headphones? Nope. Lance answered in a response, popping the P. He hopped into the passenger seat and began to lean his seat back. Owner of the car chooses the music. And that's me. I'm the owner.
Well, that rule is bullshit.
Keith didn't protest much else, hoping that Lance would fall asleep so he could steal the aux cord from his phone. His plan worked. Sorry, we're watching the lawn in the background.
Calm down.
His plan worked well, driving for 5 hours and truly worn Lance out. After Keith listened to Beyonce's Halo for the 4th time that trip, Lance was out cold. He slobbered onto the pillow and laid smooshed between the car window and his head, soft snores vibrating from his lips. For another hour and a half, Keith drove, happily content with Lance's soft snoring and his preferred music at a low volume. Lance mumbled into his pillow, wiping at the dried saliva that had stuck to his chin. What time is it? Keith sighed, realizing his happy peace was over now that Lance was awake.
Check the clock.
Lance peered over the analog clock. 9:39 p.m. He wiped his eyes like a baby and became accustomed to his surroundings. Suddenly, Keith noticed him scrunch his nose up in disgust.
What?
Keith questioned, referring to the look of revulsion. Are you listening to something mode? I was about to say Da Vinci.
Wait.
DaPici.
I think so.
DaPici mode. Lance muttered, sitting up and straightened his seat, now fully awake. Like, unironically.
Whatever. Good enough. Yeah? So?
Lance ordered. That's fucking cringy. DaPinci's mode is emo 80s music.
And your music taste isn't cringy?
They got a bit against Beyonce. Keith scoffed, rolling his eyes.
You listen to Beyonce. What are you, a mom in her late 30s?
Yes. Lance gasped as if Keith had muttered sacrilege.
You know what? Whatever.
Beyonce is a wonderful gift to mankind. How can you not think so?
Oh my god.
Keith groaned, tightening his grip on the steering wheel.
You're so gay.
What? You're the gay one. I'm bisexual. That is very true.
Continue.
Ow. Keith opened his mouth to think of a protest, but couldn't think of any words to say. Lance was technically the right one on that. They drove through the night, each switching spots every 2 hours so the other could sleep. They came to an agreement that after bickering, that whomever drove could pick the music, and Keith had triumphantly played his Da Vinci mode and Pet Shop Boys during his turns pickup and voice crack. He even tossed in a few modern songs, MCR and Panic at the Disco. Yes!
Hey, I'm more into them than you are.
Like me. With fun.
No.
Yes.
Keith says no.
Lance says yes.
Yeah,
Give me your hand.
Keith says no. No.
Give me your hand.
No. Gay?
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 I am.
So am I. It's okay.
Well, not fully, but like, I am.
I don't know yet.
Give me your hand.
No.
Good enough.
That's fine. Keith says no.
All which Lance knew the words to, but claimed they were ridiculous. Honestly, driving with Lance
I'm offended.
at night wasn't half bad. Whenever one was awake, the other would sleep. They wouldn't have to talk, which meant no bickering and salty comments. Keith liked driving with only his headlights to see, and the combination of the car's hum. What the hell did you do? I only do. Wait. I can't. The music at low volume, and Lance's steady breathing all created something serene. No food.
No.
Okay, quick thing. She's gonna. I'll go get food.
Thank
You
you.
eat it by yourself.
No, I wait for you.
Okay. We need food.
I look so emo right now. I didn't even notice this.
That's Pidge's
Oh, wait.
notebook.
I am an emo.
Here's Pidge's notebook, apparently.
I'm an emo.
Has Sam on it.
Ask her what I am.
You know?
And what else?
A twat?
I'm emo trash.
An emo twat?
Yeah, that too. I accept. I accept your thing of me being an emo twat.
My cat like disappears under my bed.
Your cat disappeared out of your bed so long ago. No. No. Cat, come here.
Here.
I have a cat. Well, yes, I am emotional. Not right now. No. Emo trash is a difference. I'm not emotional trash. Cat, no, come back. Cat, come back. Let me love you. Cat, come here. Emotional. Yes. Emotional trash. Cat, come here. Cat, come here. Meow. I feel rejected. Meow. 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 The cat won't come to me. Meow. Ugh. You are accepted. Everyone is accepted. I feel rejected though. The cat left me. You know, I don't match at all. I don't fucking care. I feel rejected by the cat. Meow. Meow. Well, technically, her cat can't be a hoe because her cat is a boy. It doesn't work that way. She's to hurry up. We can continue reading. I want to continue reading. I want to continue being the gay little emo. She better hurry up so I can be the gay little emo. I want to be the gay emo. I am a gay emo. Okay, emotional? Oh no. Ooh! Emotional trash.
Do you want Sprite or milk?
Right. Food. I am gay emotional trash. Shit. Casually watching Mulan, don't mind me. Did not work out in my favor. Struggling. Struggle is real. Watching the Lime? We're watching Mulan. I mean, it's a good movie. I am gay emotional trash.
Here is your Sprite.
Thank you.
That is not Sprite on the sides, it's just water.
Okay.
Because I got it from the dishwasher. I'll put food in a second. It's just.
So we're talking about. I said you call me emo trash, and I go you're emotional. Emotional trash. Emotional trash. I called your cat a hoe. I'm dying inside and out. I'm already dead on the inside and the outside. I'm dead in general. I am death. I have the weirdest friends. They called your cat a hoe. I told them that your cat can't be a hoe. Your cat is a male.
How is my cat a hoe? He's a male.
I hate how in lives it tells you when you've been sending too many messages.
I hate
That is so stupid.
It is. Oh, I sat on my ankle. By the way, I hurt my ankle because I climbed through my bed frame. Do not question. I'm gonna take this off for a second. Can I climb through it?
I can climb through it.
No, not right now. Not right
Not
now.
right now. I need to put this down.
Not right now.
I'm putting my sprite down too much. There's five where to put it down. Settling.
Not on the bare floor.
What are you doing, you dingus?
Under.
Be nice to the cat.
I threw my ankle brace at my cat. It's probably stuck to him now.
I'm an emo. Do you see this?
Yes.
My hair is naturally going like this now.
Oh, yeah. So I'm checking something real quick.
It's okay, we're gonna have this conversation. We're talking about me and my Snapchat.
I bet that's.
I like that tapestry, if that's what it is.
This is a blanket.
Yeah.
I hung a blanket up because I wanted to have an aesthetic background. I did it like forever ago. Forgot why. Oh yeah, because I wanted to be extra while I slept. But this is my room. I need a food. I need a phone right here. I think you know why. It's great. I'm gonna eat something and then we'll continue, alright?
Yeah, I want food. Taking my hat off.
I don't know which one is each other's.
It doesn't matter anymore. Food is food.
Yeah.
Don't mind us eating.
Forks are forks. Mupe! Why did I say Mupe?
I have no idea. Loki not questioning either.
Hot.
Ha, you just microwaved them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. No, it's not in an oven.
Did you really?
No, I cooked them with lava.
It's not like the best thing to cook with.
Mm-hmm.
They're not hot. They're not hot. Let me prove it.
My bite was hot. Not spicy hot.
I like food. Yeah, we're gonna continue reading like we said we are in a minute.
Yeah.
We're just hungry.
We're just hungry. It's what? It's like
That clock.
it's like what? 10 o'clock? 9:33 p.m. right now. We ate a while ago, but we're still hungry.
Food is my day. I'm a gay emotional.
Okay.
I am gay emotional trash. Wait, finish my meal.
Hurry up. Get the rules what they want. Is it hot?
Big.
Oh god.
My ranch is on the floor. My ranch is on the floor. My Sprite is on the floor.
Hurry up and get your Sprite.
That's what I am feeling.
I think it's probably for me suddenly sick.
Pain.
Pain.
My phone.
Pain in the
Brennan, you're
area.
Brennan, you're
Lance was cute when he slept. He wasn't an asshole when he was silent. And the way his long eyelashes laid close against his skin made
quick question.
him look.
Why do guys have longer eyelashes than us?
Magic. Except he was slobbery, and Keith couldn't help but think him a tall, lanky baby. After stopping for breakfast at McDonald's around 6:40 a.m., the two of them were fully awake. Lance was driving now. Out in Arizona. I accidentally hit my cut that was on my ankle, and I took all the scabs somehow.
Let's continue.
Lance was driving now in Arizona and on the main highway past Phoenix. Lance attempted to say something that Keith couldn't understand. His mouth attempted to say something that Lance couldn't understand. His mouth full of McGriddle
That Keith could understand.
that Keith could not understand.
Me and my humanness.
His mouth full of McGriddle breakfast sandwich.
You're Lance. Oh, dude, I can't hear you with your mouth full.
Lance swallowed his food. I said we need to make a plan, like set boundaries for kissing and stuff. Keith gulped down a piece of his breakfast sandwich too fast, burning his tongue in the process.
Jesus.
He reached for his orange juice and took a swig.
What?
Boundaries, Lance repeated. So when we're at my parents' house?
Yeah, I got that. I mean, we'll have to kiss?
Yeah.
Fuck, you're serious?
Lance spoke without moving his eyes from the rose, though Keith could tell that Lance wasn't completely excited about the idea either. It was kind of the job description. You're my fake boyfriend. That includes fake kissing, fake hugging, fake holding hands. We'll have to convince my family that we're all gay for each other.
Gay?
That we're gay for each other after all.
But I'm gay. I'm gay, but I'm not gay for you.
Lance declared this louder than necessary.
Wait, no, Keith. But I'm not gay for you.
Keith declared this louder than necessary. Keith wasn't gay for Lance, not in a million years. Lance was a pest, obnoxious, loud, and far too boisterous for Keith's taste. Lance looked ready to bang his head against the steering wheel. Obviously, idiot. That's why it's fake. Keith ran through all the reasons why he ever agreed to something so stupid. Originally, it had sounded great. Free place to stay for his Christmas, free food in a nice house, and probably stuff to do instead of playing Overwatch for 2 weeks straight.
Overwatch is fun?
Yeah.
Leave me
But
alone.
it can get more boring after a while.
Let me and my Overwatch be alone.
He was getting 2 months of laundry out of it, and Lance's mom was supposed to be a great cook. But kissing Lance on the mouth?
Whatever.
Keith began, pulling out his phone to see how much longer they had till Cabello.
Cabello.
Arizona. I'll kiss you, I guess, but only in front of your family.
That's me. Hey, that's me. I'll kiss you, I guess. But only in front of your family. You got it. This is specifically to keep up the act for your parents.
Lance nodded in agreement. Also, there's an issue with my abuela.
Abuela.
Good enough. Oh, hold on. I need to change the movie.
One, two.
Someone texted me.
What are you watching? Move on.
Yeah.
There it is. Cat is baiting.
Cat.
It's that time.
Not in front of us.
You put cat bait.
This is not PG. This is PG-13 material. Cat.
That is PG-13. Look at his hand. Scratch. If a woman has start smacks on her body, does that mean she has been pregnant before?
Apparently it was before. Bro.
I'm joking, bro.
That's my mom telling me about my Instagram. Especially if you create. Also,
Nerds. We are nerds.
Also, there's a probably nerd.
Emo.
Stop being a soccer mom.
This is not soccer mom.
Nah. Also, there's an issue with my abuelita.
This is backwards.
I said, abuela.
Abuela.
Oh, we nerds.
Thank you. I want to be emo.
This is my
I want to be emo. Yeah, I'm emo.
I love you.
Wait, I'm already emo.
You realize what would be a problem?
She's homophobic, right? How will she react?
I'm not entirely sure. Because I've never really introduced a boyfriend to her. It's the girlfriend she really wants to meet.
God, what a mess you've gotten into. What are you doing?
I want my goal.
You know.
Let's like
I'm dying.
all the chickens. I mean,
I'm not eating one. Two.
last switch. I know I fucked up, and I'm trying to fix it. But honestly, this will just be my face. Be my
Me?
be me facing my grandma once and for all. I guess I have to sooner or later. So I guess this is a good thing.
Wait. No. Continue.
Keith was shocked. He hadn't expected Lance to choose a mature approach, even though how to be mature in the first place. Keith was silent for a few moments, turning his head to watch the moving desert that passed his window.
You love your grandma, right?
Lance's response was immediate. Of course I do. She's my
Abuela.
abuela.
So
Keith swallowed.
So you want her approval?
Of course.
Then why are you bringing a boy home if she'd rather see a girl?
Keith turned his gaze back to Lance, expecting a legit answer. It was so weird talking about love and family. Keith had never
Never had either of those things.
never had either
I
of those
didn't have
things.
a family.
Okay.
Here you go.
Make it actually look good.
He's gay. Wait, so he turned Keith is gay right now.
Maybe because my emotions better too. Lance's eyebrows were for I don't know. I like boys just as much as girls, and that's something that she needs to accept. If she really loves me, she'll.
Wait, I started laughing when it said, maybe my emotions matter too. Lance's emotions don't matter. Lance doesn't matter.
Why the hell am I telling you this? It's
angsty.
angsty and emotional and super fucking weird. I'm uncomfortable. Let's change the subject. Keith happily agreed.
Oblige.
Oblige.
Your transformer is stupid. A happy kid. Wait. I forgot the song.
Kissy, kissy.
What's the ghost song again?
Happy
Llama, sad llama, mentally disturbed. Super drama llama, big rat, llama. Who is this big llama? Causing all this drama. It's me, bitch.
Flex the small Optimus Prime
Flick.
that flicked the small Optimus Prime that hung from the car mirror. It was back to bickering after that. Two boys fighting over Artemis' true level of tackiness. Keith would never say it, but he liked the transport from refrigerating. Kelly called it stupid to change topics. Inside, Keith was pleased they could return to their regularly scheduled dispute. Bonding and talking about personal things, but it was just not their style.
Day 1, Friday, September 16th, 10:07 a.m. You live on a farm? Lance laughed like Keith was stupid.
Have you seen me trying to dig a shovel with a shovel? No.
You literally live in the middle of nowhere, Keith countered, observing the yellow fields that rolled past their window. They were driving on a farm road, an actual farm road lined with weeds, blackberry bushes, and the occasional rusty sign. Keith didn't even think those things existed.
Most of my neighbors are farmers, but we aren't. My parents own a local grocery store in Mesa del Pueblo. We've got chickens, though, and a goat.
A goat? Keith muttered in disbelief, watching greenery pass by as the car rumbled down a very long gravel driveway lined by trees. Why the hell do you have a goat?
Damn it.
Hold on.
To be a good husband, you must bring it all.
My legs are at eye
We
contact.
milk her.
Lance spoke matter-of-factly.
It's convenient. Plus, Cinderella is super good with the kids.
Keith snickered. You named your goat after a Disney princess?
Correction. My sister named her. She was going to Texas.
Finally, the house came into view. Joking. It was fairly large, obviously older than Keith, and reminded him of the house from Anne and Green Gables. He was already cringing, the chipped yellow paint and white trim already screaming of domestic domesticity. I think. I don't know. I give up on that word. I'm back. I haven't done good speaking today. Keith used apartments and townhouses that belonged to the foster families he lived with, not family homes with soccer balls lying in the lawn and bikes thrown across gravel. They came cruising down the gravel driveway and into one of the empty spaces by the house. As Lance was putting the car in the park, two small kids came sprinting from the open garage, a large boxer pounding out behind them. I thought you only had a goat and chickens. Keith cried as watching this loot as a long line of slobber dripped from the dog's mouth. Lance was beaming like it was already Christmas, barely able to unhook his seatbelt with a shaking hand. He didn't even respond to Keith's question. Instead wrenching the door open and practically tripping from the front seat. The two kids, from what Keith could see from the window, were probably around 9 and 5. Their ecstatic jumping and screaming only hyped the dog into pouncing the air. Lance! The 9-year-old cried out gleefully, her stringy brown hair and tan skin the color of Lance's same. And Keith immediately put the two and two together. She was Lance's younger sister, Josephine. He'd given Chloe a quick run earlier. Josie! Oh, yeah, the tears.
Josie!
Lance screeched, leaning down to scoop his sister into a hug. She immediately wrapped her arms around his neck and squeezed like a small monkey. The dog practically attacked Lance's heatless slobber, trying their hardest to gain attention. Keith wasn't sure what it was, but a part of him felt like he was crying. He'd only been in the Sandra's household for a good 3 minutes and already felt out of place. It'll be okay. Okay. It'll be okay, Keith whispered to himself, now looking away from the affection instead at his own hands. It'll be okay. Who's he kidding? The Sandra's family was huge. Keith never lived with more than 2 people at a time. Swallowing on his pride and any common sense he had left, Keith left the passenger seat of the car. His shoes hit gravel and the sun beat down on his forehead. It was December in Arizona, so it was almost 70 degrees out. Keith was already preparing for tasteless desert tap water and dried lips. Turning around to the side of the car, Keith watched Lance now hold the other child in his arms. He had a small boy with a short buzz cut and a Star Wars branded stuck to his forehead. And then, when I fell off my scooter, my head bumped to the rock, and now I have a battle scar. Barbara pointed with a chubby finger at the band-aid. See? Lance chuckled and sent the boy back on the gravel.
That is one nasty battle scar.
He agreed while finally giving the dog some love by letting her kiss his face profusely. Who's that? Oh, who's that?
Can I be the little girl?
Yeah. The boy asked, pointing at Keith with the same finger. Lance turned around to look at Keith, and immediately the dog started barking again. The large boxer ran into Keith's legs, almost toppling him over. Keith reluctantly patted the dog's head, hoping that friendly action would get her to leave him alone.
This is Keith.
Lance probably not grabbing Keith's hand to save him from the dog. Oh, okay.
My boyfriend!
Lance's palms were sweaty against Keith.
Are they sweaty?
No.
Okay.
Although it was strange, Keith didn't want him to let go. If Lance let go, then Keith would be alone under the gaze of 2 children, and nothing was more terrifying than children.
Ooh.
The 5-year-old's eyes widened, and the small display of affection his coffee-colored eyes began to go. Looking curious, shocked. Boys can like boys? Jen said with her hands at the waist of her pink shorts.
You can like anyone you want. That's what mommy says. That's what mommy says.
The boy was in complete awe. The information was like an infinity. I want a boyfriend! The boy whispered, his voice so quiet that Keith was surprised he ever heard him. Then, as if it was an idea clicked the boy demanded, Uncle Lance, can I have your boyfriend? It was Lance's turn to have wide eyes.
No.
Share your boyfriend with me. Keith must have been thinking, but he swore there was a blush on Lance's cheeks. Instead of making a comment, Lance ruffled the boy's hair.
You're so you're so silly.
Mateo.
Mateo, I'm not sure what your dad would think if you had a 20-year-old boyfriend.
Mateo pouted, sticking his bottom lip out angrily. Why not? Keith has cool hair. He can put it in a ponytail. He looks like a samurai fighter guy. Keith couldn't help it. He unconsciously reached for the hair tie that was pulling his long hair together. He had tied it up during the car wreck so he wouldn't sweat as much. Keith undid the ponytail and let his hair fall across his face, running a quick hand through it to fix it. Oh, now you look just like a girl. Keith scowled and reached to pull it back up. But Josie screeched instead and made both him and the dog jump. Jesus! Keith cried, waving his hands away from his hair. The dog was barking again, and Keith really wished that creature would be quiet. Josie cried, anticipation flooding her face.
You're a Disney prince. You look like a Disney prince right now,
Lance!
Lance!
She was squealing out, jumping up and down, and exciting the dog even more.
You're dating a Disney prince!
I wanted to be like her. I like her. You're dating a Disney prince, Lance! Keith wasn't sure how to respond to that. Should he be offended or flattered? Flattered. It was coming from a 9-year-old. Keith was never trained on how to act around kids. He never had any siblings. So without thanking him, Keith gave Lance a death stare.
Oh, wait, you're feeling
Let's go inside, Mateo announced, grabbing for Keith and Lance's clasped hands. Yep. Fine. Keith had forgotten they'd hold him for so long. Mateo broke them apart. Sad. Mateo broke us apart and let them stab. And let them each by a hand. Josie raced ahead with the dog, probably off to find something more exciting. Wait, where did I hit you? I'm sorry, right here.
You're running out. You're right here. This is where the pressure point is.
No. I ain't going out like this. Better go back. Give it up to you, lady. Listen.
I found it. It makes your hand close.
The garage?
No, it's mine.
Wait, yeah.
Take this. Hold that. The garage was more exciting. Was exactly like Keith had imagined. There were bikes everywhere and shelves lined with canned food. A kayak hung from the back wall. Random buckets of paint littered the floor, and an old tarp was flung in the corner. It was, to say the least, exactly what a garage for a family of 8 looked like, except with a lot more stains, muddy shoes, and large bags of dog food. Dad! Mateo screamed at the end of the kitchen from the garage. I have a boyfriend now! At the table in the kitchen, one man poked his head up from the refrigerator and looked highly concerned. Keith could tell that the man was Lance's older brother, except with a slightly scruffy beard and a strong grill. He was hot, in a dad sort of way. Oh. He pulled some milk out of the fridge and set it on the counter.
Oh?
No, me. This is exciting. He was always concerned, though in a way Keith could identify as disgust. Mateo tugged on Keith's arm, pulling him towards the dad. Yes, he's Lance's boyfriend too. We're sharing.
Just so you know,
Lance began raising his free hand up in defense.
I never agreed to this.
Lance's brother chuckled. I'm just glad he's sharing, even if it is over a boy. The other person in the kitchen, a teenage girl of about 14, raised her arms around Lance. Lance let go of Mateo's hand and squeezed the girl back. Keith wondered how many times Lance was required to hug someone for this homecoming. Keith felt sorry for him. He hated to be hugged 10 times in one day. Same? Keith must have jinxed it because another Santa's family member came actually pounding down the stairs, 2 at a time. It was a teenage boy, strangely, and nothing but a towel at his waist. I'm looking at him, made Keith give a double take. He looks exactly like Lance. Down to the same haircut, hook nose, skinny frame, and bony structure. Except he was insanely smaller, hardly any muscle on his arms, and drips poked through his skin. Lance tripped over his own feet to get into the boy. Lance had never seen his friend more excited. Keith had never seen his friend more excited. It's just the Keith. Not even when he beat Keith at the gangster last year. The two were screeching each other's names and it reminded Keith of seagulls. The boy was named Benji. Keith couldn't forget his name now that he heard Lance scream it 5 times. The two embraced for a moment, still howling. It wasn't until Benji almost dropped his towel that Keith remembered he was partially naked. Lance didn't seem to mind in the slightest, and he jerked away from the hug to pull his brother into a headlock. Keith looked away immediately, suddenly focused on the wall to his left that was decorated with family's photographs.
Benjamin!
The girl straight from behind the kitchen island.
Put some clothes on!
She didn't bother covering her eyes, and instead threw a damp towel from the sink at the two brothers. The two barely noticed, instead howling like animals. Mateo was giggling at Keith's side, his small fingers still grasping tightly to Keith's hands. Uncle Benji is naked. He noted by Keith as he couldn't see the towel slipping with his own eyes. Keith swallowed and forced to wear a smile. I see that, called the boy he put some pants on. He thanked the heavens that there was a towel. Watching Lance wrestle his brother was a surreal experience. Keith expected Lance to win, being the older brother, but Benji was able to slip from Lance's hold easily and switch positions. Benji was stronger despite the sickly lack of muscle in his skin. Lance was lying on his back, flat against the hard floor. I win!
I win!
Benji declared triumphantly, his fist pumping the air. The towel began to slip from his lack of hips, and he squirmed to catch it. Lance groaned from his place on the ground, and Keith noted that Lance was lame enough to be defeated by his own kid brother. He had to mention that to Pidge when he got back.
Hey, who's this?
Benji questioned his attention to Keith not bothering to lean down and help Lance up.
That's Keith.
Someone let the man launch himself from the floor and grabbed Keith's hand. Again. Just before the two clasped fingers, Keith couldn't help but wonder if Lance enjoyed holding his hand.
You're my boyfriend.
Lance added, the coffee grin still to place. English? Or no English. Displayed where to go on his face. He squeezed Keith's palm and tightened their fingers together, sending a small shiver down Keith's spine. What did Lance think he was doing? He's my boyfriend too! Mateo managed to interject. Benji smirked, looking Keith up and down.
Wow, and a hot one no less.
What a miracle! Please? Lance let go of Keith's hands to fold his arms over his chest in defense. I am uncomfortable.
Actually, yes.
He wore the signature shit-eating grin, the one he tended to give Keith after an awful pun. Benji clicked his tongue.
Damn, Keith, I'm sorry. I bet he's awful in bed.
Keith couldn't help but laugh, both at Benji's triumphant smile and the visible shock on Lance's face. Lance's older brother, whom he now knew as Daniel, had decided that was the exact moment for him to leave the room with Mateo protesting at his arm.
I'll have you know.
Where are we? Where are we? Oh God. Lance scoffed, now blushing. You're Lance! Struggling.
Keith should know.
Lance peered over at Keith. What we can only identify as a scream for help. Keith's eyes widened. Don't answer that. Danny interjected radiantly. I really don't want to know. And my son is present.
Thank you.
Lance's sister Cleo commented with her hands and arms deep in soapy water from the sink. I really
didn't want to hear about Lance's sex life.
None of them prepared for when an older woman entered the room, a laundry basket at her hip. She took one look at Benji's half-naked state and suddenly she was whacking him with a towel from her basket.
Never mind, I don't call it.
I can't read Spanish. Sorry. Keith peered at Lance for any explanation, but none ever came. Benji lowered his head and sulked, turning to his mom to go upstairs.
See you, Mama.
As he moved to return to his shower, Keith caught Benji stealthily flipping Lance the bird behind his mother's gaze. Then he was sprinting up the stairs, clutching his towel in the process. After placing her basket on the ground, the woman pulled Lance into a big, squishy hug. Keith immediately recognized it from one of the photographs in Lance's dorm. She was round and had plump cheeks, with long black hair pulled into a tight bun on her head.
Scoot away.
Welcome home, mijo. Miss Sanders reached up on a division to place a kiss on I'm bored of this. I don't know. I don't want to read anymore.
Okay.
I'm tired. Oh, we're done reading, so yeah. Just out of nowhere. I want the cat. He won't love me. Never mind. I don't want to get him mad at me. I'm cranky. You Gucci?
I'm sure.
Oh. Maybe I want to be an untold story. You never know, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That's really good work.
It is. You. Fudge, struggling. Ooh.
Oh.
Joe.
They're on that river now.
Sinbo. Oh god, let's look at this. Let's see who's the better sitter. River.
River. So? I'm gonna be studying with Patterson. Like, no, it's not cooperating. It's gonna have 20 glucose.
I haven't looked, but I want to go watch that.
Huh.
Okay, so I had Logan Paul fight and the J-Con. I want to watch that.
I rolled my eyes.
I know.
Rolls eyes loudly.
Time. Don't freaking care. Sorry, Evan.
How much would you think that'd be worth?
The world. It's happening. I'm a potato that needs to die.
No.
I'm an ugly rat that needs to
No, I'm
try.
gonna choke you. for now.
I'm gonna try and choke her.
No way. I mean,
I'm gonna die with baby Keith. From people. Aww. Oh, stay. You need to stay there. When did we see a chicken in outer space? She's so freaking good at drawing. Do you see this?
yeah.
Okay, that one is just kind of a rush thing. Look at this. Look at this.
Alligator.
Pineapple? Twin? Pineapple? Okay, I'm on the fight. She's so freaking good at drawing. Captain Diddle. Why does somebody draw?
What do you have to draw?
Same?
What happened? What happened to his glasses?
I don't know.
Baby Keith with glasses. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Ow.
Talent.
I hit my elbow.
I know, I heard that. That John! No! Wait. You're licking your hand?
No.
Oh my god, why is it so good? Teach me. I want to learn the ways of the weird hairline of the homo hero. I think this conversation in my mom behind. What happened? Because I was like, he has such a weird hairline. Mom goes, is he emo? I'm like, no, he's not emo. Homo? I went, no. Wait. Yes, he is that. You should be.
I'm disappointed in this little hair.
How are you looking at that one? You breathing it. Wait. No hairs. Wait, what's that? Wait, look, no hair. Hiya. We just shaved your head. You look great. Wait, let's go. Look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna try something. It's probably not gonna work. We're gonna try. Ta-da! Baby Keith who? Wait, hold on. He's gonna flatten it all out here. Pitch who?
Just get your pomegranates in it.
Pitch who? Keith who? We're gonna come Keith now. I was trying to come Pitch. Keith who? Wait, no, let's take a pitch. Pitch actually only has like one piece of hair right here.
Is anything wrong?
With that, and then she'll hear the hairs here, and then we're gonna like get long enough so we can curl it out like that.
Sure.
Pidge who?
I just
Sam who?
Shiro who? Wait. Oh god, yes.
Shirogane.
Shiro who? Punk Shiro who? Jock Shiro who? Guess who doesn't know words? You actually make a really good Shiro. And again, so would I. I think you'll make a really good Shiro.
That makes sense. That's marvelous. Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
Doesn't look any different.
Yeah, I'm messing up my hair. Put the like this for a second. We gotta hold you for a second. What if I put this and you're like, what?
And then goes back to normal.
What the hell?
And then it goes back to normal.
You just like curl your hair upwards. This is like all sticking straight.
I should curl my hair right here.
Cookie? Kiki?
You don't let me comb my hair.
Oh my god, is that sick?
Luke, don't tell Daddy. His freaking accent. 17. I hope you didn't hear that.
I heard that.
Whoa.
Oh my god, you're Aquarius? Yeah. Oh my god, can you draw me next?
No.
Sure, I mean, just tell me what you want and I'll give you a price so we can go from there. Wait, you want me to pay you? Yeah, that's how this works.
Yeah. Oh, you fully. Really done.
No, Lance, I think you mean
I like this.
free the prisoners? What was that noise? Laser gun.
I like lick my phone.
I typed it. Oh, you love me, fully. I want fully.
That sounds like to buy $1 for every time someone called me ugly. I don't know. I'm fucking perfect.
Confused?
A petty gay.
If you try to talk
About me, I'ma take your girl. Oh, okay.
I bet you and you liar. Yes. But he's secret.
With my mouth.
Follow rules and they don't like that. I was skipping school to get my sack right. My bitch hit me and it's why I don't chase back. My dog got out of prison and went right back. Baby, it's okay. You just want that cake. I just want that cake.
Just like we're lovers. No homo. Our lips touch for a minute or two. No homo. I need to show you like their lamp though. Like that's really good. Okay. Thanks for that. That was amazing. Okay.
You look really good in that hat. You just need to fix up your hair a little bit. I need to find my white hat.
But like their lamp is actually really good.
You know that one?
Not crazy. Tell me how else I could get my memories. Crazy.
I found my how much is that?
$2 on your floor.
What?
Your memories. There's more. So confident.
I'm just staring now.
Yep.
Yes, you're fine.
I want you to wash these. Okay.
I don't know where it is. Whoa,
That's what I mean you to do. But I'm like, okay, your mattress is like it's falling. Your mattress like moving forward. Well, you're gonna fall backwards into a crack. Eventually.
That's what you used to do all the time.
Oh, how you fool me.
Love me. I found it! I can dig you out in the corner.
Love me. Say that you love me. Fool me. Oh, how you do me.
I kind of low-key want to draw on it.
You die for, cheer you up and spit you out. That's what your love is all about. Pull me closer, kiss me home. So freaking adorable.
My brother pointed an imaginary gun at me and I died.
Come look at how adorable this human being is.
Hold on, I need to have Can you trust me with that gun?
You trust me with this?
Yeah. Look.
I'm not going to fall. I cheer you up and I spit you out. Cause that's what your love is all about. So pull me closer and kiss me harder. I'm gonna pop your whole heart.
Okay.
just gonna end the stream.